Ladies and gentlemen, strap on your boots. It's time for Crent's Crappy Sports Section.
Righto! And welcome back to the Barron Files podcast, Crent's Crappy Sports Section edition, episode
131.
131. I can't wait to 180.
What the fuck was that?
No, the 180.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking that.
I can't wait to 180.
Yeah,
sorry.
that's going to be special.
Yeah, that's going to be a good
It'll
one.
go for 2 days. You're
Yeah.
Just dragging it out. Yeah, that's exciting. We've got a few firsts tonight. Have we had fan mail in sport before?
Oh,
Wouldn't have
building.
been a
No,
lot.
we literally had a fan mail about sport in the last episode.
Yeah.
About how great it was that we'd separated it.
Oh, yeah, but
There was
this
another
is a
one.
genuine sport.
Now that one more moron's been added, it's actually tolerable now.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Actually,
yeah,
that
Made me feel good.
That bloke wrote back during the... was that Alex?
Yes.
Alex great. He wrote
Yeah.
back and something like, sorry to write more, I just didn't want to write cunt.
Appreciate it.
And again, that
we
was,
can handle
that
that.
was,
What a
that was
bloke.
Crent quoting the word.
So
Yes,
I can,
of course,
Emily
yes.
C-bomb
Yeah.
quickly. Yep. Very, very special. What a big week it's been in sport.
Oh,
Massively.
righto, Eddie Maguire. Jesus.
I knew you'd riff out that one.
What's just
I'm
come
so
across your
right.
desk, Scoop?
What's come across my desk is also for the first time ever, I'm going to give the opening segment up. And I reckon we should run with the NBA to start with.
Oh, big news.
I'll dish it
Well-
straight to the newest addition to the pod.
So I have some information. There's one more game to go at the moment. Well, possibly one more
Of what?
game to go
What?
in the NBA finals.
This? No.
If the next win, that's it, isn't it?
It's done.
It's finished
Oh,
yesterday.
Yeah.
I thought it was tomorrow.
No, she's finished.
Oh, I thought it went to game 5.
Finish it.
It did.
Well, I thought game 5 was tomorrow.
Welcome to Happy's Crappy Sports Section.
All over it.
So, yes.
Run us through.
Announced Knicks world champs 4-1. They won game 5. Brunson off the back of a 45-point demolition job of the Spurs. Absolutely cleaned up and took home the finals MVP for the series.
So anyone who got on to Petter's tip early
Yes.
on in the year,
I do apologise.
do ya?
Yeah, that'll get your money back.
There's rarely ever been an NBA Finals MVP where people go, oh, fuck, didn't see that coming.
No,
Is it?
that was
like
just
it's
pretty
usually
obvious.
always pretty
That's
clear
part
cut,
of the
isn't it?
problem. That's a big problem.
But he was clear
So,
and far and above.
Yeah,
dominating
yeah.
the series.
Do you know what though? He did, but in the earlier games, he shot quite poorly earlier in the games, but he was on comparative to the other games. That's why he's ended up with 45.
Yeah.
If he shot better in the earlier games, he would have ended up with 40 nearly every game. But
Yeah.
shooting at 30-something% most of those
Yeah,
games. He started poorly and come home strong. But Victor, unfortunately, had one good game when they got up out of 35-5. But outside of that, just not great. Stephen Castle, who's their newer guy, I think he might even be his rookie year. He was none from 8 from the field.
Stinker.
Just took
Good way to get a contract next year.
Do you know what though? And the interesting thing, so they had 5 games. If he's out for blood, it was only a little game. Didn't mean anything. You know? But nearly every game, the Spurs are at 1.14. I think all 5 games they were at 1.14 points up at every single game.
Oh, really?
Every game.
Comeback wins.
Wow.
Every single game.
Can't hold a lead.
No, but a little side note on this, which is really cool. So Rick Brunson is the assistant coach, which is Jalen's dad, which Crent's just crossed out a little, stuck to the ad over
I
there.
mentioned something where
So Jalen was the captain and the centrepiece of the champs and took the MVP honours. But how cool is that? Dad's the assistant coach. Did you see the interview after the game with the two of them?
No.
They were talking about, they said to Rick, the dad, so does this now make Jalen the greatest Nick of all time in his 3rd season with him, mind you? And he goes, look, no offence, I don't know exact wording, but look, no offence, but Patrick Ewing is better than his own son. Can't give the son credit when it's not true. But
No, that's fair enough too.
the
So an
Mavs,
Australian connection there with the old man.
oh, is it?
Former Adelaide 36er.
Oh, I didn't know that. There you go.
That's
That
what
was
you're
the
going,
stats.
sorry.
Crent's
So,
input.
Oh,
Crent's
unscribble that bit I was going to say.
And Brunson walk from Dallas is looking even worse now. So 3 years ago, they offered him a 4-year contract for $55 million. And he said, no, thank you.
horrible money.
I know.
Well, that is in comparison to
Well, where he's max contract now, which is $60 million a year, probably.
he's about to. Well, that was the thing. He initially signed with the Knicks on a 4-year, $150 million.
Versus 55. Fair call.
Yeah, but he actually could have waited another year and signed a max deal for 5 years. So he left about over $100 million on the table, which has allowed him to build this squad. That's why he's even more of a messiah. He sort of said, okay, I'll leave. But next time around, I reckon he's going to come and say, time to kick the tin cup.
Absolutely. Yeah. He's got the credits in the bank.
100%. Yeah, deserves every bit. And not a bad... doesn't do a lot of smack talk or anything either, compared to a lot of them.
Just
he just gets it done.
He's not flashy.
No,
he's
just
grunt.
Yeah, and just doesn't stop.
Not great defender, but he does enough. So, but anyway,
he's not James Harden.
Better than James. When you're scoring 45, though, you get away with it a bit. So
100%. And the man will never buy a beer in New York ever fucking again.
Yeah.
And in true New York fashion, the place went into riots. And it was chaos on the streets. There was cars getting trashed.
I've seen
Spurs
videos
supporters
of
getting
Spurs
bashed.
supporters getting bashed.
Yeah.
Was they really?
Yeah.
That's
See, I hate seeing that shit.
I don't,
disgusting.
don't do it. Just leave them alone.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah.
But
Was it humbling? No, humbling defeat, isn't it?
Humbling victory and defeat, don't they say? Or,
I know where you're going with it. But anyway, so first one in 53 years. So big news there.
Incredible.
So now we've got a few months, no basketball.
Which
But
is
speaking of rioting, you'll put no doubt you're going to be bringing this up. The World Cup at the moment.
Oh.
There is bound to be some rioting going on.
There will
around
be
the
somewhere around the globe.
That's going to get pretty serious. So fortunately, it's probably in America where
It's not as big a sport.
No, not just that. There is a fair police presence. You know what I mean? Like it's not going to. They won't get away with a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Time will tell. But I was going to mention too with the you mentioned last week, was it over $550 million in ticket sales alone?
Yeah, for that one game.
And New York have pulled up a game short. They missed out on. They would have been hosted game 6.
Why wouldn't you throw a game?
Yeah. Imagine the team owner would be going, boys, just fucking
It'd be better players.
Get Brunson off. He looks tired.
It'd be better players trip.
Another $550 million or whatever. It's ridiculous. So I did see some threads too. People buying the ticket, and as you were saying, on selling them and making fucking.
So you are right. You are right. Happy what you said last week. So they, through their membership or whatever it is, they get first access to them.
Yep.
They pay a fixed amount.
Yep.
And then they on-sell them for whatever the hell they can get from it. And
that's what I thought that was how it worked.
It's legal over there.
And I think it's not scalping.
No.
Basically. But it seems to be it's the only way that system could ever work. You can't buy a ticket for yourself and your mates next to you with $1,000 difference in it, unless you're buying it off.
No, well, that one was my
two
ticket.
different sources.
That one's yours.
Yeah, very well said.
That's like the old going halves in a bottle of wild turkey with someone.
Yeah.
You turn up to the party with half a bottle of wild turkey and they go, is that my half? No, that's my half. I had to drink yours to get to it.
Experience.
My old man loves that story. One of my mum's old relatives does say he went to the show with the families and his mate. He went and got him a pie each. And as he was coming back, he got knocked and dropped one. He goes, oh, fuck, that was yours.
I love it.
Hell of a shame. So is that done with NBA?
I think so, yep.
Move along. So the NHL season concluded also today with Carolina Hurricanes coming from 2-1 down to seal at 4-2. Rattled off 3 straight games against the Golden Knights and knocked them over 3-0 today.
So we were all about the Golden Knights last week.
Oh, we were also praising them for their effort to have such an impact in the early years of the comp.
To be honest, Crent, I didn't even know who they were playing, and now I do.
Carolina Hurricanes.
Yeah.
So it's
That's all I had money on.
Their first title since 2006, and it's only their second Stanley Cup ever. So it's huge for that franchise.
Yeah, right.
And it is interesting. I just thought I wanted to note all these droughts seem to be getting broken. So the Hurricanes 20 years, the Knicks 53 years, Arsenal 22 years. There's only 2 left.
Well, I reckon you guys are going to get this year. No. And we'll get ours in about 15.
No. I reckon we can still find a way to win the wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Just the 30 years I've endured so far, it's fucking possible. So, just I touch on the NBA again. So, the huge comeback across several games, incredible performance. What did you think? I bet you I know what you're going to say. What did you think of the vision of the celebrities in the rooms posing with the trophy, having photos, videos? They had the goggles on and the Moët Chandon, whatever the fuck you call it. Do you think that's all part of the spectacle and the chaos of New York, or do you think that trophy should be sacred and should be purely celebrated with the players and the team?
I'm a sacred man.
I knew you were going to say that.
Yeah, I like a bit of tradition. Keep it that's change room shit. Keep something private. You got to have. That's what I mean. Okay, they get paid and that sort of stuff, but just let them have one thing that no one else gets to do.
That time.
Yeah, I see that.
They probably locked them out for a while, had to get that period, and then bought them.
And I'm all for doing the AFL. They do a tour of of the country, don't they, with the cup and that sort of
They
thing.
all, I think all
Yeah,
the players
pre-
can take it to their own, don't they, for a couple of days back where they're
Yeah,
from.
I mean, give them a replica. Don't
Yeah.
give them the real deal. Like the real deal, something that should be straight in the cabinet.
I don't mind like the player taking it back to where he's from. I like that, and people just have touching that. But I know just straight after the game, celebrating with it and the champagne going with it. I thought, look, usually I'd be in your camp, but I thought in this world now, imagine the money they make off that fucking content to start with.
Well,
Like, it'd
that's
be
what I was
that's
thinking.
a big part.
The other part of it is that some of them are big supporters.
Ben Stiller.
And to be fair, if you'd won it and some of these people that you admire from around the world said, hey, do you mind if I come in and get a photo? I'll muck around. You go. So I know you're a big fan of The Rock.
Oh, well, hang on.
say
I didn't
you-
realise he was coming in.
Say you'd won a premiership or something like that, and The Rock said, hey, do you mind if I come back and celebrate with you? You'd go, come on in.
It's no different to me coming to the South Burnie.
It was exactly the same.
the ultimate inserter.
But I had a way in. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But so Timothy Chalamet, as an example, he was back
yep.
there and he was going nuts. Like, he's a big supporter. You can see, because he's actually been there all year. He doesn't just turn up.
No,
He hasn't just turned up for game 5.
But he's probably a season ticket holder and that sort of stuff. So
and
he's
he's
probably,
courtside. So he's tipped in a lot of money to that place.
That would be
yeah, so that sort of
that.
stuff's fine.
Yeah.
It's the ones that jump on.
Yeah, and there were a lot of them.
Never been to a game before, never played a game before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think at that level, at local level, you want as many people to support you as possible, right? But at that level, I just think
That's what I was going to say. So maybe
let's have VIP only.
It's hypocritical to say it should be different. But no, I was just interested. I thought I'd be interested in your opinions on it.
The Rock, if you're listening, you're not welcome. If Heavy wins.
So Heavy wins the world.
If he hits the
Local
elite
level, mate, you are most welcome. But
No,
if I'm ever an NBA,
No, I was going to say more
you
so.
better be a supporter.
If you ever take out the World Goon Championships or something, I'm sure the Rock would be seat 1A on the plane.
Actually,
support
before we
that
go
with
on with the basketball, I did see that every player gets a bonus of $770,000 for winning. There was one player whose season contract was $805,000.
Oh, so he's doubled his
He's
wage.
pretty much doubled his wage,
done.
and probably didn't play any minutes.
I don't think he did, no.
Good luck to him.
Yeah, that's awesome. And there was another one that was 1 point something, so he's got a big chunk of dough as well.
That's actually the comment thread I read because people were saying, "Oh, he gives a fucking what," and they said, "Well, there's a couple of players that aren't on here,
Yeah.
like still good coin, but
You
not
know
as
what?
it's life changing."
If any of those top level players that are on 200 mil were worth their fucking weight and gold, they'd give that.
you just
they give their 770 to
That's
the,
happened in the past too.
Yeah, I
Or
did.
they've
So
just
look,
gone-
I don't need that.
They've
He
gone
does
and
though.
spent it all on the support crew, bought them
Yeah,
bikes
yeah.
and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I like that.
I know Shea Gilgeous-Alexander that won the MVP, when he's won it twice, he's got a bag there for all his teammates, and they open it up and it's got Rolexes and dunk, dunk, dunk. It is awesome shit that they pull out. Luca's famous for it every year at Christmas. Luka Doncic, he buys the entire organisation something. So
Yeah, right.
I say buy. He probably gets it given free from it, but he bought them all these e-bikes last year, down to the person that cleans the floor overnight.
Yeah.
And,
Wow.
which
Well,
is
that
pretty awesome.
matters.
Yeah,
That
that's
does,
awesome.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
That's
appreciation.
making a difference. That
Yeah,
is.
it's cool. Yeah.
Been raised right, that boy, as they'd say. Very good. Quickly, sport fan mail then, Nath. Do we do the stinger or what?
Well, might as well.
Yeah, I was just about to do that. Pause.
What a fan, what a fan, what a fan, what a mighty big fan. What a fan, what a fan, what a fan, what a mighty big fan.
Yeah, a bit of a snail's pace. A little bit quicker
Well,
next
that's
time.
amazing for it to finish.
I think I've now said twice. I think that's it for NBA, but we're diving back in with the fan mail.
Righto.
I think you know where this is going, Peter. This is from your mate Justin Humber.
Yeah. Knicks, man.
Yeah, oh, of course.
Subject, thank you, Peter Wood and Crent. Episode 122. He's in the theme. Obviously a listener.
Yeah.
Crent's Krabby Sport section, May the 5th. This marks the date. Bryn announces the 76ers will play the Knicks in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Crent quickly says the Knicks are gettable with the reply from Bryn, yes, they are. Since that date, the Knicks went on to sweep the 76ers and then run the broom through the Cavs and end up losing just the one game to win the championship, ending a 53-year drought. Just a few more stats for you. 13 straight playoff wins, the second most in NBA history. In this 13-win streak, 10 straight of these games were 10 or more points down, which tied the most 10-point wins in a row.
So that's that 14-point
Similar to that,
thing you were saying about, yeah.
29-point comeback in Game 4, the largest in NBA Finals history. And Game 1, the Cavs come back from 22 points down in the fourth quarter, which is the largest fourth quarter comeback. They were getting flogged in that game.
Against the Cavs.
The Cavs were well up. 8-game road winning streak ties the most road wins in playoff history. had a halftime lead of 47 points versus the Hawks, which is the largest in NBA playoffs history. Only team to win 3 consecutive games by 25-plus points in playoff history. The first quarter of Game 4 versus the 76ers scored 11 three-pointers, the most in a quarter in playoffs history. There's a lot more I could mention because I haven't even started on Big Body Brunson's stats. So thank you for never believing in my Knicks, and I hope you cashed out that tip of the Spurs winning the chip into Wemby MVP Peter Wood. Peace out, Humber.
Why would not give them more credit? Like when you listen to that, like they dominate. They were on the
you didn't.
No,
really
they were
give
on
them
the
much,
easier
did you?
side, to be fair, but still, you still got to beat who you're playing.
Yeah, that's right.
And they didn't just beat them.
Yeah, they
smacked
did. They
them
demolished
early.
them.
Yeah.
That's probably why. Yeah, they deserve more credit because they weren't just
100%.
beating them. They were beating them convincingly.
As you say, that is a complete demolition.
Congrats, Humber. I don't know many Knicks supporters, so congrats to you, mate.
Yeah,
Hope you're enjoying
well
it.
done.
I know a few more now.
I might jump on. I don't even know who I go for. Maybe Chicago because of Jordan.
Oh, and Giddy. I like to follow players, current players. I tend to not.
Yeah,
I do a
follow
little bit.
teams.
I've always sort of stayed with Cleveland since LeBron left. I've always sort of liked the Cavs, but
Yeah, I've never really been into it.
Yeah.
yeah. It's growing all the time. It's still getting bigger.
I remember I had a
Believe,
Charlotte
but,
Hornets top.
Everyone had a Charlotte
Larry
Hornets
Johnson.
top.
Jersey. Nah.
Or
okay.
Zoe Morning.
Yeah,
It was-
what
it was one
about
of them
Alonzo?
two.
Yeah,
Lorenzo
100%.
Morning.
Alonzo.
Alonzo Morning. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah. I think it might have been Alonzo Morning, yeah.
Everyone had. No, and why did everyone have a fucking Charlotte Hornets
Yeah.
top? No one knows.
It was
It's one of
the
them
colour.
phenomena.
It was the
You
colour.
reckon
of it, I reckon.
phenomenon.
Were they a fairly new team back then? Because they're not even the Charlotte Hornets anymore, are they?
They are again now. They moved
Oh,
to
they've
New
gone back.
Orleans and became then they rebranded, but then the Charlotte Hornets, then the Charlotte Bobcats, but then they rebranded and went back to Hornets once New Orleans became Pelicans.
Were they fairly new?
I don't know, but they were all right. I mean, Zoe and LJ back then, Larry Johnson.
Muggsy
and
Bogues.
Alonzo.
Muggsy
Yeah.
Bogues,
No, they were all right.
They never got that. Maybe East, maybe the conference finals. I don't remember them playing in NBA finals. To prove me wrong, but
they had real cool players, if you know. For
Yeah.
Larry Johnson was built like a Sherman tank.
Yes,
and Zoe
yes.
was big and athletic, and obviously Muggsy.
Muggsy, similar to me, was just under 6.
Slightly different jumping abilities, I believe.
I believe.
Yes.
I think I am taller than Muggsy Bogues. Actually, he was.
he's
I'm
only-
pretty
he
sure
was
you
a
are.
fiver.
He was
He was a
5'8" or
fiver,
something,
yeah,
or
5'7",
Yeah, and he just had the whiz covered, I think. Nick
Oh,
Watson.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, right.
Similar career path. The F1s, Nate. I know you love your Aussie Oscar.
Yep.
Yep.
Big petrol head.
Well, hand this one over to you.
You take it. So Oscar ended up 5th overnight in Barcelona. Runaway leader Kimi Antonelli still has a comfortable 41-point lead over second place Lewis Hamilton, who actually won in Barcelona. And he leads poor old Oscar by 88 points, who finds himself in 6th position. Now, I'm not one to go the early crawl, make big calls. It's only early in Oscar's career, and there's a long way to go this year, that said. But I just hope he's one day not sitting at the bar thinking, oh, fuck, I slipped up in 2025 and let that one go begging. He had a golden opportunity to take that title. So, as I said, long way to go. The change in the cars has obviously turned everything on its head. So, there's, from what it was. But just a quick breakdown. I've probably ran this before. You get 25 points for first, 18 for second, 15 for third. So, 88 points is a fair
Did you have to
bit.
write them down?
So how
I knew the first couple, but I would have
Thought he would have known that.
how many rounds to go?
Oh, there's heaps. It goes to early
okay.
December. So there's plenty of races to
88,
go. But 88 points now is a long way after.
it is.
Yeah.
So plenty of time in his career, plenty of time this year. Who knows, things can turn around, as we saw late last year for him. But fingers crossed Oscar gets back on that horse.
Is
very
Riccardi still race?
soon. Daniel Ricciardo? No, he got finished up, basically.
Did he?
So,
Okay.
Yeah, no, he's out of the game. Not sure what he's doing now, whether he went else. I don't think he's... Yeah, he's not in Formula 1 anyway.
Yeah, okay.
his career's done. Yeah.
Yep. Fair enough.
Cricket. On to cricket. Back to cricket after the other week. I just wanted
Well, we
to
had a
mention
fair
this.
bit about cricket last
I
week.
just wanted to mention this. I thought it was funny. You probably shouldn't say funny, but so Australia lost their 3-match ODI series against Bangladesh, which just followed the Pakistan one, which you probably also didn't know was taking place.
No.
No.
So we lost the first match, and I thought, Bangladesh actually aren't too bad in the shorter forms of cricket. They've come a long way. We'll get them next time. So game 2 started Friday Arvo. I thought I better check the scores. Got the app up. We were 3 for none after 2 overs.
Oh, you're joking.
3 for none. Duck. First drop still in.
Are we
Fourth up.
still? Is the IPL still on?
That just finished. Yeah, it's finished a week.
So,
we have to
have
play
those
that.
Australians that were in the
Well-
IPL, have they rejoined the team?
Travis Head was in the Port Adelaide change room Saturday night. So
Yeah.
I'm going to say no.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like the IPL is ruining world cricket.
They need a spell, but yeah. It's
Yeah, they do,
taken-
yeah.
It probably just doesn't need to go for as long, the IPL. I think that's a
I
factor.
thought it was 8 weeks, wasn't it?
It's a while. That's a long time, though, for a tournament.
8 weeks.
Weeks.
For
Not that long.
when you play, it's not cricket though. They're playing football. They're playing every 3 days.
Yeah, true.
For
yeah.
a tournament, when you're based in a different country, it's a long time.
If it's just a tournament.
How long does Big Bash go for?
They've shortened it now. It's sort of mid-December and finishes. Yeah, probably. It wouldn't be that long.
I thought it was 12 weeks.
No, it's not that long.
That's
no,
not that long.
No, it's not that long.
Yeah.
But yeah. But again, a large majority of those players, I guess the IPL's the same, are Australian-based too. So it's one of them things. It only affects a few in each team, I guess. But,
Yeah.
Cooper Connolly, the man that they keep telling us has a shit ton of potential, actually cracked 149 in the third game and we got a win. So
shit.
Oh, nice.
yeah, not a bad knock. He's only a young fella. So
Dirty
good
old
effort.
dead rubber.
Yeah.
As they used to call me at cricket, the minnow basher. So would have cashed in on a dead rubber. Somerset next week, you the Eddie. I'm opening the baton. Moving on to AFL, just quickly, the bye weeks fucking suck, don't they, with less games?
Yes, I hate them.
It is so painful.
No footy last week, as far as I was concerned.
Hate it.
The
it's
Hawks
just-
weren't
Well,
on.
that's it. Like, so there's footy next week, but there's no footy the week after for me.
Yeah.
I hate them.
It does suck. Yeah.
Just shorten the season, no break, or shorten the season. In the middle,
Have a whole.
have
Just a week
Everyone
off.
off.
either everyone had the week off or have a state of origin.
I love State of Origin. I reckon that's a great.
My cardiologist was pretty happy with the Fremantle bye, though. It's lengthened my life. Takes the pressure off. But
Saying has got to win.
so they played. That was a good game. Again,
it was a good game. Yeah, it
Again,
was.
it was getting late. I thought, oh no,
Yeah,
fucking
and
surely not.
I can bet you knew where my head was buried.
Yeah,
Flying Ryan.
flying right.
Oh,
six.
6.
5 last week. 5 last week, 6 this week.
He's a good player.
11 in 2. Yeah.
You're just screaming out for someone. You need to
Well,
recruit someone like
and
someone
what
like
did I
Ben
say?
King.
What did I
someone with
say?
the same physical traits as Ben King.
What did I say at the start of the year? I said I don't know what we're trading this guy.
Yeah, he did.
I said that, and I'm happy to eat my words.
Yeah, no, he's a good player.
He's been probably my favourite player to watch this year.
Yeah.
He's a bit.
Because he goes back and he kicks the fucking goals.
Yeah,
He's good.
he does.
He doesn't go
skillful
back
player.
and miss. Like, okay, everyone misses at some point, but half of our team misses 60% of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas he misses 30% of the time.
Well, he had, when he kicked his 6th, I was looking at his stats, he'd had 9 kicks and
Yep.
he'd had 6 goals too.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's pretty efficient.
Yes,
pretty
it is.
skillful,
Just
yeah.
take that.
Yep.
He's probably a little bit frustrating at times because he appears so just nonchalant and
Yes.
not phased, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like, that's just his demeanour, but he's skillful and he's a big again, another big boy down there and he would be even bigger again. His performance, so.
Well, at the moment, if he's kicking 6,
Yeah.
Matt
Yeah.
King can just stay where he is. At this point.
Where is he? In fact, is he dead?
No,
or
I
we
don't
haven't
think
seen for a long
he's
time. He's injured
he
again.
did a hamstring.
Yeah.
He did his hamstring. They said it before. That was 6 weeks ago.
I'm fairly sure they're using him for spare parts for being
Yeah.
up in the Gold Coast.
Yeah.
Just
And I don't know where
Pulling
Missy
bits
Higgins
off
is
him.
either.
Who?
I don't know where Missy Higgins is either. Like,
He's out for a while.
Jack
Yeah.
Higgins. Missy. Yeah.
He's out for a while. But you feel like, butt of all the jokes, no one will be hurting more than, it must be so frustrating for him. Max King.
just
constantly just breaking it every time it
Like,
happens,
I mean,
His brother hasn't missed.
We're just
and he's
frustrated.
fucking-
We're just frustrated because we're not seeing him.
Yeah.
When he's playing well, he is an absolute fucking. He's almost unstoppable.
Yeah.
But he usually only ever did it for one quarter. He'd
Yeah.
come out and he kicked 4 goals in the quarter.
He was a kid too, I suppose.
And we win the
though.
game.
Like, he didn't have a
Yeah.
big tank. He
Yeah.
was lightly built still. Like, he was just a
it was
literally
like
looked like a tall 12
one of those big things that stands outside
The
the car
wobbly,
yard.
yeah, 100%. That's how he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he'd come out and he'd kick 4 goals in a quarter, absolutely turn it on, and we'd romp home. It'd be wonderful. But I mean, I'd love to see him do it.
It is disheartening to see all
Yeah.
those players
Yeah.
that have got all the ability that just
Yeah.
can't get on the park.
I don't know if you remember Anthony Morabito
Yeah,
for the Dockers.
from Dockers, yeah.
He was fucking incredible. His first year, he played in the final, rolled the Hawks in elimination final. He ran fucking length the field, kicked the goal, and then he done like 4 knees. That was it, done.
Yeah.
Like it was he was next Adam Goods. They used to like he was just
Yeah,
so
yeah, yep.
versatile and would have been Andy in 2013, I reckon, in that
Yeah.
fateful game.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
We'll go back and do her again. Fuck it. See Pav on the front bar last Wednesday night.
I did see it, but I didn't
Yeah.
actually see.
He's very
much of
funny,
it.
actually, Pav. He was very good.
They showed the celebrations compared to what on draft night, what they used to be compared to what they are now. Like nowadays,
Aye.
if a kid gets drafted, all his mates just jump on
They
him, and
fucking-
everyone's like
yeah.
happy
Yeah.
about. And they did like the Pat Matthew Pavlich one. Everyone just went, "Oh, congratulations."
He was at home. One of his mates just turned around and goes, shakes his head. Just sitting there. He did say they brought up the grand final again, of course. Showed a little bit of, they said about, mentioned it. And he goes, yeah, no, 8 goals, 14-5 out in the 4, but I don't think about it every day. I thought straight away, well, I fucking do.
Yeah.
So, no, I felt for him. But yeah, no, one of the good guys to listen to. He's really good.
I've got a stat for you.
What?
Useless AFL stats
Oh,
on the Facebook page.
You mentioned that you were going to
Yeah,
bring
we
these.
should bring
I
a
like
couple
that.
of these
Yep,
in. So, Flying Luke Ryan with a lid well and truly off at flag mantle. We're getting a few requests come our way for those in purple. Luke Ryan is currently holding a 12-0 season record, and with 10 home and away games plus finals, he can mathematically break the undefeated season record. So, teammates Brendan Cox are at 10-0, Michael Frederick and Mason Cox are at 8-0. Conversely, Archie Perkins at Essendon is 0-9 and would need to play all remaining games with losses to reach the record for winless seasons held by David Pretty from North Melbourne in 1972 and Tassie's own Simon Atkins, Fitzroy in 1996. He had 0 wins and 19 losses for a season. So Luke Ryan, so currently the best is 22-0, which is Paul Barnard in Essendon in 2000.
Yep.
And so Luke Ryan has the, well, you said we're all wondering, will they ever lose a game?
No, I didn't say that, did I?
So if they don't lose another game, he can go get the record or match the record for the season.
I'm actually pretty
With no
nervous for
losses.
Thursday night.
Just on a useless AFL stat, St Kilda have equalled Essendon's wins for the season.
This year?
No, you know that we did that back in 2010 or 2009 it might have been.
I thought you lost 2 games, didn't you?
Yeah, no, but we won because it was what it was is we won the first 21 straight,
Oh, okay.
and then we played or whatever the game. Sorry, it might be 18.
You won
straight.
at least 14 straight because you and Geelong were undefeated, remember? Played each other in that
I
game.
remember that.
Yeah, and we beat
So
them.
mate, it was 17 or something. It was
Well, whatever
yeah.
it was. No, well, we beat Geelong because
You won that
we
game.
we equalled Essendon's record. And then we played Essendon to beat their record, and they fucking beat us. Yeah. That's what I'm. Yeah.
Well,
Very St Kilda like.
In 2000, Essendon went all, didn't they? Go all
Bulldogs
year
rolled
and-
them.
Bulldogs rolled them in the last round of the season.
And
Second to
Late.
last
It was
round.
late, but not quite the late. Yeah, and that
it was
it.
late,
Yeah.
but and Western Bulldogs were on the bottom of the ladder that year too, when they or third bottom or something
They
like
were
that.
close
very, very
to
low.
the bottom, I
yeah.
think. Yeah.
Well, Chris Grant was playing, so
Yeah.
they weren't very successful when Chris Grant was playing from memory,
Oh no, early.
even though he was one of the best
Not
players.
as his career got on. He
Yeah.
played in prelims in the 90s. They lost a couple of prelims.
no, this is later than that. This was in the
2000.
2000s. Yeah,
Yeah.
this is in 2000. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, miles from the 90s, 2000.
True.
So the second best record's Hurdy's at 20-0. Craig McRae, Fly McRae's the third best record at 19-0, and then there's a handful at 17-0, 16-0, 15-0. So
Wow.
Luke Ryan on the cusp.
I'm actually quite nervous for Thursday night because the only game we've lost so far is to Geelong. And I'm thinking we'll play Geelong again and they'll fucking roll us. I can just see that. We'll be
Where'd
2
you-
losses.
was that down there?
Round 1 we played them in the Cattery, so this is in
Yeah.
Perth. Yeah.
So
But
you guys
Thursday
haven't lost
night-
since round 1.
No, we lost the first game.
wow, that's
and-
impressive. Yeah, more impressive than I thought.
So far achieved fuck all, Nathan. We're keeping a lid on things, remember?
Yeah.
Flag
Somehow,
match.
every now and then, that lid that fucking just pops off a little bit. doesn't it?
Yeah.
only one of the little tabs on the side. You can fucking a little bit, but we'll see. I thought it was interesting the other day. Bombers meet with young Sun star just hours after sacking head coach. Essendon met with Gold Coast forward Jed Walter hours after they sacked Brad Scott a couple of weeks ago, as Walter moulds his future, with hence interest from a lot of Victorian clubs.
Yeah, right.
So that's interesting. You sack your coach, and that morning you meet with a gun player from interstate.
Yeah.
It'd be very difficult to sell the future, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
When you're Essendon
yeah,
at the moment.
Yeah,
and
that's
I didn't
true.
think. I thought it was all off limits.
No, you can meet. Oh well.
It's supposed to be. You're not supposed to talk contracts while they're contracted. But of course it happens.
People just catch
Yeah.
up. And,
Yeah.
it
Yeah,
is
they
what
just
it
had a
is.
cuppa.
Yeah.
What has to happen otherwise?
a cup of tea.
You can't be like wait until someone's out of contract and everyone goes right now on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's
901
gotta be-
trade
there's
week
gotta be-
starts.
there's-
Fucking ring locking deal now.
There's got to be previous chats,
It
doesn't there?
happens.
at
Always
some
management,
stage?
management talk or whatever.
Yeah.
And yeah. So yeah. So I just thought it's interesting. Outside of bags of cash, Essendon have got nothing to offer that boy.
No,
Really,
yeah.
at the moment.
No.
So yeah, saying that him and I reckon he's a star in the making. Him and Caddy in the same forward line. It gives him a bit of hope.
He's a
But-
good size unit, isn't he?
Yeah,
He's
he
pretty
moves
athletic
well.
for him.
He reminds me of Jeremy Cameron.
Ah,
But
yeah,
he's a
okay.
really good mover, and he looks good. I
And
think
we
they need to
know
stick with him.
those big forwards that have got a bit of athleticism about them, they do demand a premium.
Oh, that's you pay. Nick Rewalt said the other day they get paid on potential. He said
Yeah,
we fucking never used
they
to.
No, yeah, they had to prove
Yeah.
it first, didn't they?
So
Yeah.
he's been offered. They're saying the Suns have upped his deal to 4 years, $4 million, because they're very nervous on Ben King all of a sudden.
$1 million a year.
Well, they reckon Ben King's, if he's not staying at Gold Coast, he's at Hawthorn.
Hawthorn, yeah, okay. Collingwood
So
were in
Jeez,
hard.
That's exactly what we fucking need.
That's a, no, that,
A goal kicking machine down at fucking Hawthorn.
I heard that last
That's
night.
exactly what we need.
So do you
great.
need Ben King? The Hawks? Is
I
that
don't
your
think-
number one
I don't think
priority?
we do,
yeah.
but the other one was
Gunston.
last.
Is Gunston leading the?
Yeah.
Nah, he's missed a few games now.
Oh,
He's still pretty close.
He's got the highest average, but I
Yeah.
think he's like third or something.
Yeah, okay.
Watson's like fifth.
yeah,
Or
right.
something.
William Ryan must be creeping up the
Yeah,
ladder
no,
a
I
little
think
bit.
he's 40.
11 in 2.
He's got 11.
No, 11 in 2.
Oh, so 13, sorry.
The other one was apparently overnight on the last 24 hours. Just came across my desk.
He just pushed in.
Lockie Neal. Oh, you've got that.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, keep
stealing
rolling.
your
Keep
thunder.
rolling.
$3 million for 3 years
At the
from the Pies.
Yeah. Now, he's 33 now, just turned 33 in May. Now, you don't want to make any assumptions about people or how they operate, but as a father, I would be genuinely fucking stunned if he doesn't end up back in Western Australia.
Yeah.
That would be a huge turn of events
Yeah.
for me. You can understand
agree.
if you played rugby league and there was no other option because there was no team in the state.
Yeah.
I could get it, but I don't know. I'd be stunned if he's not pursuing a move. Well, his mum, dad, he's from Adelaide, so his parents are still based in South Australia. They said, look, even if he wants to go to the Crows, it's not as far to back and forward. But I'd be stunned if he ends up anywhere. But look, I always thought all along he'd go back to Dockers or he'd stay at Brisbane. That was my two.
Well, currently at Brisbane, he's the furthest flight away. That's 5-hour flight.
You can't get any further away.
So can't get any further away
in
from
his
Perth.
profession, you can't get any further away.
So what's Freo? What would they be willing to pay him though? That's the thing.
Oh,
West Coast would have money in the bank.
West Coast would have money. Oh, you've got no idea, but you.
But at
wouldn't
West Coast,
think,
he's not getting a flag.
No, not
he
in.
wants to do
and
that.
they'd say he's still in win now mode, which you understand. You get a bit of a taste for it. You wouldn't think the Dockers would be going more than 2 years at 700.
Yeah.
Ballpark.
Well, they've got quality.
Yeah, that's
quality
especially
already.
through the
Yeah.
midfield. But
Yeah.
again, you've a dual Brownlow medalist that's
Oh,
been
you'd have
there
him.
before. That's a workhorse. He's a professional.
You'd have him for
He's-
the mentorship as much
yeah,
as
you have him.
anything.
Yes,
Young
yeah,
blokes.
100%. And even look, he's quite a good. He's probably not ready for that yet, but he could go to halfback and play that Zorko role. He's a good user of the ball. There's a million options. So I've thought all along. I've been on
not-
record,
there's
and
only
I
18,
still
to be
think
honest.
he will end up back in purple. That's my view.
what?
But
There's actually only 18
what's that?
options
Oh,
for positions on the field. There's only 18 positions.
What did I say?
A million.
million.
He can do them all very different ways. You can be a defensive forward. You can be a lead up forward. Or,
Okay.
But I said I still think he'll end up back at the Dockers. Always have. But these reports are never far from the money.
Would
are
you
they?
have him,
Oh,
Craig?
you took the words out of my mouth. 'Cause
Hey?
there was a fair bit of hatred
Oh,
there.
there's
I've
Yeah.
been speaking to JL, the coach,
Yeah,
and I said
yeah.
if we allow that peasant back in the fucking doors, I want 3 rounds with him in the fucking in the ring. I'm gonna give him a fucking iron. On the
I always
on the
thought you
rules,
looked a bit like him. At one
Like
point.
it- I
used
have
to
been told that
He
before.
used to remind me of you.
yeah,
Athletic ability.
yeah, I was going to
primarily.
say,
but
yeah, both quick through traffic.
And
The ink.
Yeah, well, he's got the two
Yeah,
tough. He's got the 2 swallows on the shoulder.
And
Wild
clearly
England.
a couple of women adore him as well. Which
Yeah,
is,
Well,
yeah.
he's only got a couple. I've got fucking millions on him. I'll tell you what, sometimes, my wife's not listening, but they share photos of Jules, his now ex-wife, on Facebook.
Yeah.
And they'll say, they always put it up here as the revenge
real
posts and this
well,
sort of
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah.
Because she could put a photo up in a bikini at the beach with her friends or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
yeah.
do sort of glance, not that I look at other women at all, but you do sort of glance at it and think, what the fuck was he thinking?
Well, was the one that he got with any good? As well?
yeah, she was attractive. But the
Yeah, that's what he was thinking.
it's that old mentality. The grass is always greener, and guess
Oh,
what? Generally isn't. So,
Good friend of mine once said when we was looking at a gorgeous looking bird in Melbourne, he said, trust me, there is one bloke somewhere that is sick of her shit. I thought, yep, fair point. Just like they'd be sick of us, of course.
Yeah.
But so the Lockie Neal thing, of course it's a watch. Pies are known for extending careers too, I guess, when people probably think.
They are, yeah.
Right now, he was
Yeah.
incredible on the weekend again. I know he's 33, but he was fantastic.
No,
on
the
the
Pies
weekend.
have done well with that sort of stuff, like taking a player and
They're an old
just
team though now,
extending
aren't
their.
Well, I was going to say, they'd bring in Lockie Neal at almost 34, and I reckon it'd bring down their average fucking age.
Yeah,
at least.
they are an old.
You'd
team.
think Howe will finish. I couldn't see Sidebottom going again. I'd be fucking surprised if Pendlebury does. So they
Yeah.
probably are preparing for a bit of a change of the guard
Yeah.
there. So they're probably thinking them 3 out, 1 in. It's
Oh,
not a big...
that's not that bad, because
No.
I mean you're losing a hell of a lot of experience for young
Oh,
blokes coming in.
100%, yeah.
Neil's probably a real good person to bring in with that.
training standards,
Yeah.
professional experience, and
Makes a bit of sense.
you can't. As you mentioned, there's 18 people on the field, but if you've got a still, let's say he's still prime Lockie Neal next year, and the same midfield as Nick Dacos, you're going to be in the hunt most weeks. So they
hurt,
say the Pies are finished, but
Who do you go
just
to?
say in a perfect world, just say
Yeah.
Collingwood
Yeah.
bring in Lockie Neal and Jed Walter or Ben King. Well, it could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck me, they're right back in the hunt. Seriously.
But I mean,
so-
look, Nick Dacos is almost untaggable.
He's so good.
You can't take it.
He's so
Whereas
good.
you can actually take Lockie Neal out of a game.
Yeah.
I've seen that happen.
Yeah, Docker's got him a little bit the other week, but he still probably has 21. And like,
Well,
he can
whoever-
quell his influence.
We had him at
probably,
9.
but-
We had 9 touches in the first half. 9 touches for the first half. We had him at.
Yep.
And then he came out and just fucking
Had 50.
bang bang, and then just dominant touches.
Yeah.
Like touches that mattered. It was like,
Well, that's
Yeah.
that's key there, isn't it? The touches
Yeah.
that actually do something,
Yeah,
influence
yeah.
the game. I mean, Tom Mitchell used to cop a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
Get 40 odd touches, but Buckley famously said, "I'll let him get 50 possessions because he's not doing much with it, not damaging it with us."
They do say that. I've
Damaging us
always
with it.
still thought, though, if the opposition has the ball, you fucking don't.
Don't.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that was a bit of a
Yeah,
Buckley
100%.
just didn't really know how to respond to it, so he
Yeah,
tried to
that's
pretend
right.
that he'd.
coaches all do that. Ross
Yeah.
Lyon does it as well.
Yeah, they deflect.
was he
Yeah.
really? Yes, he was, because he had it 45 fucking times.
Yeah.
Ross.
And probably the greatest extractor we've ever seen, Tom Mitchell.
Mitchell,
out
he's
of contest
good
with
at
his
it,
hands.
wasn't
It was
he?
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
He just got in the right spot.
He
so-
did,
Yeah.
100%. And that's
Yep.
not luck week
Yeah.
after week. You know what I mean?
No.
Like, he just fucking knew where it was. And he was
read
at the
it.
bottom of every pack. And I thought West Coast or someone could have done worse than bringing him in this year. I know he's had a lot of injury troubles, but there's some clubs that probably could have said, like we talked about Lockie Neal, training standards, professionalism, what he's done. I think he was probably finished up 12 months too
and
soon.
pull the
He
ball
was, he
out,
was on
get
the
it out
cards
of the
for
runners.
West Coast, was he not?
I think it was talked about. He'd spent time living in WA. His old man was assistant coach at Fremantle for a while back. in
I
the day.
definitely saw a photo of him in a West Coast jump. It was obviously AI done.
Yeah, yeah.
But then that was early in the preseason last year. Before.
I'm sure they would have had a
Yeah.
look at him. Yeah. But the way West Coast they have improved a lot. Maybe they thought, well, we'd probably move past that point a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah.
We've got to. Who knows?
They're on
Where
the,
did
they're
he
on
go?
the right
He
track, aren't
went
they?
from
They
Hawthorn
are getting better. Yeah.
to Collingwood, didn't he? Got a premiership at Collingwood, did he?
Yeah, he won one.
Yes,
Yep.
he
He
did.
played
Yeah.
in 2022.
So he's had 5.
2023.
No,
Five
he
what?
wasn't. He was at Swans.
Only won
before he
one.
went to the Hawks.
Ah,
Won the Brownlow of the Hawks.
I think that was
Yeah.
his third or fourth grand final and first one. So Dane Rampy for Sydney. Sydney are coming again. Dane Rampy's lost 4 grand finals. Yet to salute.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that would be tough, wouldn't it? So he's someone that's, in the twilight of his career thinking, fuck, it's now or never.
Very Nathan Jago like, isn't it? Wasn't he like that as a
11.
youngster? 11.
11 or 12 grand finals before he won one.
Is that right?
Then he won 5 in a row.
He was very happy when he did. Drunkest man in the country.
Oh, yeah. I
And that
still-
was across all sports.
Yeah, that was, he tried
Yeah,
it.
so
That was
hockey,
fucking hockey.
cricket,
Football.
there's probably a mixed netball one in there.
Yeah,
too. I don't know. But like,
Just
it was
having a
Poison chalice for a while,
but
wasn't
then he got one. Then he got one and won like 6 in a row through
Won a
all
few,
of his
yeah,
sports. Like,
yeah.
yeah.
And got drunk, and he was drunk for 4 years.
Yeah.
Remember at the ESPYs a few years ago, I can't think who it was. I think it might have been Peyton Manning or someone was hosting it. And he said, he was talking about the US gymnastics team. And he said, they are going so well at the moment that even Kevin Durant's thinking about joining them. Because he copped a hide for jumping on the Warriors.
He did cop a hell of it. That was
Yeah.
ruthless, wasn't it? That never stopped. He still gets shit about now when
Well,
he
he's
puts
still
things on
chasing
Twitter.
them. He's still jumping around chasing.
Yeah, he's still fucking open.
He's never won one, has he? Durant?
Yeah, at Golden State.
Won 2 at Golden
Right,
State.
yeah.
Yeah. He's still, they're talking about him moving on again.
Yeah.
So that'd be,
Because the Rockets haven't delivered. So
yeah.
he'll jump ship
You
again.
can argue neither did he, though, but.
No, he was actually okay this year.
Yeah, stats-wise, but
Yeah.
you bring in a superstar, aren't they the ones that are meant to take it to the next
Yeah.
level, not
Yeah,
them
you're right.
give you an opportunity?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
when they gave up a lot too, so I don't know, one of those things. UFC card overnight. Did you see that at the White House?
White House,
Oh,
yeah,
no, I
yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
At
I
the
didn't watch
White
any
House.
of it.
Yeah, I saw a couple of clips.
Wild weather delayed the beginning, but it kicked off. US
'Cause it's
President.
outside.
Yeah. US President
okay.
Donald Trump and UFC President Dana White emerged from the White House together to signal the beginning of the event in remarkable scenes, with the American anthem performed before fighter jets flew over the spectacular $60 million setting erected on the south lawn of the White House.
It just makes no sense to me why
No.
that happened.
No, 60
It's
million.
such a security risk.
Is it a...
Yeah, I thought the same thing straight away.
Is it a Donald Trump try to buy popularity scenario?
the younger crowd,
Possibly,
maybe?
yeah. It'd be
Maybe.
a co-op with them and wanting to do, and I guess for the Americans, it'd be.
I always used to think years ago these, maybe this is because I was watching it a bit more often back then, but if you wanted to influence a heap of voters, turn up to a WWF match or whatever it is now, and just roll on in there and have a yak, and all
Yeah.
the people in the crowd would go, this guy's all right. He's
Yeah,
into the same
yeah,
sort of
that's it,
stuff
yeah.
I'm into. Don't know why they didn't do it, so maybe it is just that.
It could be that.
Quite
yeah.
possibly.
So,
And Trump thought, I can't be fucked travelling. I'll bring him to me.
Yeah.
It's only 60 mil.
It's to the point where they've got them walking out of the White House. The fighters walk out of the White House into the crowd and then down to the octagon.
I didn't see it at all. It would have been a pretty cool spectacle, wouldn't it? Or not?
Awesome.
I don't know. I don't know if I like
You're
it
a
that
bit
much. I prefer to say
underwhelmed?
inside an arena.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I liked it. I thought it was a cool thing. But Joe Rogan was quoted, I've seen some surreal things in my life, and this is the most crazy. So it's absolutely nuts. So they loved it, and it went well. So credit to them. They tried something and pulled it off.
Yeah, good on them.
Good on them.
I just thought of then another one of the English language ones. You are underwhelmed.
You can never be whelmed.
You can't be whelmed.
Yeah, that was on that was on the Graham Norton show once.
Oh, was it?
You can be overwhelmed, underwhelmed, but
Yeah.
you can never ever be whelmed.
What do you think of that? I was quite whelmed.
The thing is, we could actually start that.
You could,
yeah.
because that's just
Yeah,
pass
that's
mark.
well,
It's a
yeah.
pass mark,
So
isn't
you
it?
like-
Standard.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, I was whelmed.
Yeah.
So you loved it? No, it was okay. I was whelmed.
Yeah.
On. There we go. We're on there.
Settled. I was going to lead with this, but I fucked up the run sheet. The Socceroos.
Yes.
World Cup time, Nathan.
2-0.
I actually tried to lead you into it right at the start
did you?
when I was talking about the hooligans and the
Oh,
the
you did
chaos
too,
in the
yeah.
streets.
Yeah,
And
no,
I still fucked it up.
Fell off the segue.
What a fantastic effort. Complete fucking moron.
But 2-0, though, that's
mate's
great,
right.
isn't it?
2-0. Remarkable effort. That was as dogged a defensive performance as you're ever likely to see. They went out with one plan. We're going to hold them and hold them and hold them, and we're going to counter them. When we do, we're going to take our chances, and they did.
Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Turkey is strong.
Turkey.
Yes.
Turkey. That is what it says. Yes.
They were very confident.
Talking it up too before
Even
the game.
now.
The
Oh,
Americans,
still.
the Americans have been like drilling us.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Get on the plane, go back home. Like, you're
Yeah.
just shit.
Yeah.
Righto.
I can't
They were
wait
real-
to play on Friday.
We're playing Friday, mate.
They were real happy that they were in the pool. I saw a heap of people
Yeah.
saying they're real happy that they were in Australia's pool. Easy beats. I think it's 5 a.m. Saturday morning here.
Yeah, Friday.
Three,
Saturday,
isn't
is it? No, you might be right. Yeah.
I
No, it's
think
5
3 a.m.
It's 5 a.m., but I couldn't.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's Saturday
Saturday,
morning.
yep.
I think. I did write that down here somewhere. But
Perfect. So we talked about it last week, as you just mentioned. Don't give your opponents any fucking fuel.
Yeah.
Turks mouthed off before the game about being more talented and having more quality. But there's only one currency in sport, and what's that, Nathan?
Goals.
Winning.
Well, winning good. Well, the
That's
currency
so
is,
funny. I wrote goals and then changed it to winning.
the currency is goals, isn't it? Like,
I guess. Well, I was right the first time.
So in football, in Aussie rules football, is goals and points. That's the currency.
Yeah, well,
Dollars
that's
and
true.
cents.
Yeah. Yep. So,
Dollars and cents,
interesting though, Tony Popovich, the head coach or manager, as they'd probably call him, he could have been an absolute, hey, you're a hero or a fool.
Yeah.
So at the start of the game, he drops the captain and vice captain from the team. So Matt Ryan and Irvine didn't play.
Why was
And-
that? Do we know? Was there a reason?
Oh, he just
Injuries or just didn't?
No, he just liked the idea of Beach in the goal. So Patrick Beach did a fantastic job, kept a clean sheet. He was probably their best player, the goalie. He was fantastic. Only a young fella. And Irvine was subbed on around the 60-minute mark for the last half hour, and he was pretty solid, done his job. So, a bit of a feather in the cap for the A-League cops a bit of flack about being a very low compared to other codes in Australia. But there was a fair A-League presence. Patrick Beach plays for Melbourne City, and he started as the number one goalie in the World Cup. So it was a fair A-League presence, which says that the league is slowly getting there, and it's getting better. And a lot of the people that come here do talk about how physical it is. They say it's exhausting because it's the hits and that they do run into you and they do fucking.
Yeah,
so
okay. Yep.
It's found its own niche, I guess, in world football. It's not the most skillful league, but it has got its place. But
and that's because all the A-listers get taken overseas, obviously.
Once you get to a certain level, you're at big clubs, and like even Turkey, they had some of their players at Real Madrid. One of them was captain of FC Porto, which is the biggest club in Portugal, quite a big club. So in the world game, so it was interesting though. I had no idea that all of a sudden they become Turkey.
Yeah, I just thought it was Turkey.
So since the country became a republic in 1923, that's how it has been, and they began a push in 2021 for the rest of the world to adopt the same spelling and pronunciation.
I'm fairly sure now, though, after that game, they're actually our bitch, and we can call them whatever they want.
They can go ahead and get.
You know what they call us? Daddy. So it's interesting now. Turkey would have fancied getting out of that group.
Do you mean young whippersnapper?
Turkey, sorry. But they still have to play the US, who had a strong 4-1 win over Paraguay and looked pretty good. So another loss would all but, Saying that, There is some, because there's 48 teams this year instead of 32, some of the third place finishers will qualify.
Will
for the
qualify,
next
that's
round.
right.
So
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're not out
which
of it.
will probably help us.
Well, I was going to say, why it's a huge 3 points. To win that first game
Yeah.
is a huge 3 points.
One
so.
more win nearly gets you there, though, doesn't it?
Yeah, comfortably.
Nearly.
Yeah,
If we get over US, we play US this week. We get over them,
Oh, it
mate.
would be, because that's
Yeah,
playing
so
3
two. So if you get another win, you're in. So it'd be very, even if they take a point from the States, I'll be happy with that.
I'd love
It'd be
to
fantastic. Oh, it'd be awesome.
So
Don't lack
good.
any
Still
confidence.
dirty that we've got a high. No, they've got a high meth. Was it meth use or something?
Yeah, they got us with the drugs. Yeah,
We're second to them, aren't we?
Yeah, we're second.
second.
So
Second
to them.
They beat us.
Yeah, no, I was talking. I ran into Tomo out the front. He said we're working on it. He was pissing in your letterbox.
Yeah.
And he just said, I said, hey, he's feeling mate."
He always stops by.
Yeah, he said, we're on the way. He said, we've been fucking at it since Tuesday. We have not let up.
Someone commented on that on Instagram or something and said, "How on earth can they measure that when most of the junkies I see are pissing under a bridge?" Fair point.
Yeah, no.
Fair point.
Well done. Yeah, you can't argue with facts. Yeah, quick. The goal scorers for the Aussies. So Nestor Irankunda at the 27th minute mark and Connor Metcalf with a sensational goal.
Nestor is a very Australian name. Which I
Didn't
like
Nestor
about
get
that.
a bit of shit last week? Was nearly he injured or something?
shit.
It was a maybe.
Can't
not to
recall.
play.
I
No,
might miss
forget about that. Just
Yeah.
made that better.
No, quite possibly. But it's a pretty cool story. He was born in a refugee camp in Tanzania and moved to Australia as a baby. He was eligible for Tanzania before ultimately choosing Australia. At under 17 level, he scored 11 goals in 7 appearances. And very, very quickly, he didn't play anymore for the under fucking 17.
Yeah.
He's into the senior team. Debuted in June 2024. So I really like that. You know, some of the guys that work, the more cynical guys, were like, oh, you know, not as Aussies or whatever. But someone, you know, you're born in a refugee camp overseas. You come to a country where you don't speak the language, or your family don't. You're only a baby.
Well, he's a baby. I was going to say, no one speaks language when they're first
Well,
born.
yeah, no, he certainly didn't. But to reach the highs he has, I think that's a huge effort. Congratulations.
I
to
read
him.
something today about the nationalities of all the Aussie players. So that maybe that's for next week. I'll do a bit of research on that to see. But they're from everywhere.
Yeah, 100%.
like all their backgrounds. So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
A lot of
I'll
European
find that out. But it
influence
was
and-
a staggering number. Like
Saying that,
Aussie born and I shouldn't say Aussie born and bred because their families are Australian.
they're second generation, wouldn't you call them? Aussies,
that's
I
right,
guess. Like, yeah. Saying that as well when I said about AFL. I said, oh, yeah, because Jesselinko and fucking Dacos are Australian.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
That's true.
There's plenty of influence outside of the world. We're all
yeah.
fucking imports in
Yeah.
Australia.
Oh, yeah,
Apart from
that's
the,
true.
sorry, apart from the First Nations people. But we're all
yeah.
descendants of. But and just to finish the mad stat, so we've had a little bit of NHL. This is not focused on the NHL, but it's pretty incredible. So Jaromir Jagr was a European ice hockey player. He played a ridiculous amount of seasons in the NHL. He played for several clubs. He won a lot. He was an all-time great, I suppose you'd call him. He owns one of the most incredible statistics in sports. With a former teammate of Jaromir Jagr, has played in the Stanley Cup Finals for the last 46 consecutive seasons.
Oh, what?
Sorry, what?
So how it's possible? Jagr was drafted in 1990 and played a remarkably long 24 years in the NHL across 9 different franchises. He accumulated a vast network of teammates. When you bridge the teammates he played with at the start of his career with those he played with toward the end, such as his 2022 comeback game stint with Calgary in 2017-18, the chain of connections spans more than 4 decades. Through this expansive web, a player who skated on the same roster as Jagr has reached a championship series final every year since 1980.
Wow.
It's fucking incredible.
So there must have been someone fairly. It must have been someone fairly old because he started. You say 1990 he started.
He got drafted in 1990, and it's because there was
So
players
someone
at
had
the
already
end
been
of
playing
their
there
career
for
then.
10 years.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's a remarkable stat.
And they play a
That's
lot.
a really cool stat.
I think they play a lot of games in ice hockey. We found this out.
82, similar to, I'm pretty sure it's 82. Same
Well,
basketball.
isn't there like players out there that play like 900 games or 1,000 games?
Well, it's
something
82
like that?
game seasons, like NBA. So
if he's played 24 seasons.
He's played 24
Yeah,
seasons.
yeah.
Yeah.
So-
1,500
Yeah.
round figures.
Just under 100,000 games. That's my maths.
Yeah.
My maths leads me
Just
to.
just on ice hockey too. You're in the sports. Your top 10 was the goats of their sport, right? He did not say Wayne Gretzky.
Nah,
I said Wayne Gretzky, and he said, "Who'd you say?"
I said.
You can't have two though. You can only have
that's
one.
No. It's I said.
Oh, for the sake of saying something different, so I can show that I've got a bit of knowledge.
Was pretty much how it sounded, was it not?
Yeah, it was, but I wasn't doing my leprechaun voice at the time.
That was a deep
I
voice.
said yes. I said yes, it will be Gretzky, but for the sake of the argument, I'll say Sidney Crosby.
Yeah, but we gave him a point for it, and he didn't say it. And there was another
Well, I
one
did.
as well that he didn't say. and he got a point for it because I thought that he'd said it and he didn't, which was...
But don't come with fucking insinuations, mate. Come with facts.
Yeah, I know, that's true. I'll think of it, though, don't worry.
Oh, I'm sure you will. Go and have a real hard think about it then. So I'm not stealing anyone's thunder here, but you see Goggles sent in a top 10. Have you got that?
No, I didn't look.
I'll quickly run over it.
Sounds like he's stealing someone's thunder.
This isn't the top 10. This is a top 10 that the Gogs sent in.
Okay.
So
Well, do you want to give it to Petterwood and he can just
Goggles.
Oh, no, because you know it.
I don't need the paper. I'll just read it out.
Go for it.
So Gogs, righto cunts, here I am doing your jobs again. This is the top 10 of all-time losses in sports by Australia. You're welcome. Love your work. Hope to see you soon.
Here we go.
You're
Right.
just fucking rugging it again. Good on you, Gogs. Number 1, Australia versus Italy, 2006 FIFA World Cup round of 16. This was a fucking heartbreaker.
Well, it was a free kick that was given to Italy.
Penalty.
Penalty. And it wasn't a fuck. He completely missed him.
Yeah, no.
that right?
He just kicked Lucas Neal and fell over, basically.
Yeah.
But Lucas Neal went to ground in a
And then
pretty
Italy
stupid
went on to
spot,
win the
so-
World Cup.
right.
We actually had the better part of that game. We had a lot of chances, didn't
Yeah.
convert. They get a late penalty and score, and they go on to win the World Cup. So the Chaser boys actually back then turned up at the Italian embassy in Australia and just walked in all dressed up and said, "Oh, we're just here to grab the trophy that you fucking stole.
Yeah, right.
We're just here to collect." So,
That was a great show, The Chaser.
That was pretty good. Yeah.
now he's gone with number 2, Australia versus England, the underarm incident fallout 1981.
That was against New
Technically,
Zealand, wasn't
Australia won the match, but the underarm bowling incident against New Zealand became one of the darkest moments in Australian sport. The reputational damage far outweighed the victory. I wouldn't argue with that. That's probably
it?
fair.
There's certain things that we'd like to forget in our history, and that's one of them.
That's one of them. Yeah. Yep. I agree. Australia versus South Africa 1999 Cricket World Cup semi-final.
Oh, 400.
Let's fuck this up,
well,
Gogs.
430 or
A
something.
dramatic.
did we
No,
have?
no, no.
Oh.
99 Cricket World Cup semi-final, which we advanced through on a draw. So I'm not sure why he's going down Australia.
Oh,
fucking
righto,
awesome.
yeah, okay.
A dramatic tie eliminated Australia's rival South
No.
Africa, but for Australia's opponents, it was devastating. However, from Australia's perspective, one of the greatest escapes came later when they suffered a shock World Cup final loss in 1996 to Sri Lanka after entering as favourites. So I don't know what he's gone there with the
Sri Lankan
headline.
loss was it.
So the Sri Lankan loss is where he's
Yeah.
ended up. So we did in fact lose the 96 World Cup final to Sri Lanka. It was a bit of a turn up, but they were a strong team then, Sri Lanka. Wallabies in England, Rugby World Cup final 2003. This was a tough one. This was on Australian soil too in Sydney.
Yeah, that
Johnny
bloke
Wilkinson with his
just
fucking
did not miss, did he?
drop goal in extra time, gave England a 2017 victory, and I love that because England hadn't won a fucking thing for 300 years, and they carried on about that for a fucking decade. Oh, you got us once. Well done. Yeah. Well, we're going over the Ashes, and Warney got 97 wickets in a fucking series.
And let's be honest, like, rugby's not our sport.
Rugby union was bigger then. Like it was, yeah. I remember watching it at home. I wasn't a pup.
That was back in the Gregan days, wasn't it? George Gregan.
Yeah,
was the
George
man.
Gregan would have been played there. 2003. I don't know if John Eales was still going in 2003 because they won it in '99 Australia.
So, I
They're
mean,
going
do we
back
ever
to back.
have a national rugby union league?
Well, it's played across South Africa, Australia, New Zealand. It's what used to be called Super 14, Super 15.
So union isn't like there's no like amateur level.
No, NRL
It'd have to
version
be,
of
wouldn't there?
Union.
Well,
We've got NRL, which is our national rugby league.
that's
but
right.
then they've
yeah.
also got
the professional club-based
Australian
comp,
team
though.
too, haven't we?
Yeah, but it's a bit like soccer. Well, no, it's not the same. It's
Is that a bit A League?
no, but I'm saying that their professional league that they play club-based, they play against teams from New Zealand.
Not
South Africa.
Australia,
It's
though.
not just Australia.
Yeah, okay.
But you play for the Brumbies or the fucking like there's Australian
Okay, there's local
franchises.
teams.
They're franchises.
Yeah,
basically.
right. So that's what I'm
Playing
asking. That's,
international.
So
Yeah.
there is a there. I've never
There
even
is,
heard of
yeah,
it.
there is
Well,
a
you go.
club-based comp that they play in. Yeah. Where are we? I'll just skim these last few. Australia versus Argentina, Rugby Championships 2024. Argentina beat us by 40 points. One of the biggest losses we've ever had.
What was that?
Rugby Union again.
Yeah. Okay.
He's Kiwi, remember? He's fucking...
Yeah.
And this one was Australia versus England in Trent Bridge 2018 in a one-dayer. England posted 481 for 6 and beat us by 242 runs. That would be rare for England doing that.
Yeah. It's
England,
one, and it's one game.
and you know what? No, it's
Compared
funny
to the
about
fucking 7,000 that we've beaten there.
that. 481 runs, though. They can't
what
get
it
that in
is.
3 fucking test matches
No,
now.
that's right. Yeah,
got it in
exactly.
one-dayer.
Yeah.
So, and that's about it. There's a couple more. And a couple on your honourable mentions. He's gone with the 1970 VFL Grand Final. Collingwood's collapse from a huge lead is one of the most painful defeats in Australian rules football history. So
Yeah, but it's Australian rules.
Australia versus Australia. So you missed the beat there, Gogs.
Because an Australian team also won there.
He
Gogs.
just likes Australians enduring pain.
Losing.
He just wants to bring the pain. Like Brock Lesnar, isn't he? And yeah, that's about it. So that's a
Yeah.
quick top 10 for Gogs. But I'm still looking forward to the real top 10.
Get fucked, Gogs.
Oh, sorry. An honourable mention, of course, to Kane Williamson, who announced his retirement this week.
Right.
One of the big four, I suppose you'd call him, in him, Joe Root, Virat Kohli and Steve Smith have comprised the big four of bats for the last
Zealand.
probably 20 years. So Kane Williamson was a gun. Unfortunately, New Zealand don't play as much Test cricket as the other big nations.
No.
So he's ended up falling just short of the 10,000 run mark. He was only about 400 runs short.
You would have stayed, wouldn't
Which
you?
is, credit to him and the way he is as an operator. I think that probably says a lot more about his character. But
Doesn't want
so he's only
personal
played
accolades.
110 Test matches. He finished with 9,515 runs at an average of 54.1 in
Decent.
Test cricket.
Decent.
Pretty strong. One of the architects of the game.
Yeah.
You could fucking set your
Averages more than England.
You could set your watch to his cover drive. He's been incredible. And even one day format, a lot of cricketers have a lot lower one-day batting average. He averaged 48.7 from 175 one days and almost 7,500 runs. So,
Handy.
yeah, gun cricketer,
decent.
gun bloke, incredible captain, and world cricket will certainly miss him. He's had a few injury problems. He's had some knee issues, but it did come as a bit of a shock, abrupt retirement from all international. But I guess cricket is an unforgiving sport. They would spend a fuckload of time away from home.
Yeah, they would.
Oh, yeah, it's a lot of travelling. Yeah.
Congratulations to Kane, and one of my, as I said, to hear him speak, and that one of the great blokes, so it seems, and one of the batsmen of our generation. So sad end to an incredible career.
Yeah, good on him.
All right. Before we roll into the top 8.
One more than his worst though.
Yeah.
Well, luckily,
thought that would be embarrassing.
luckily, Goggles brought us a top 10
He
for
did.
you.
He did. I just read this today and I thought it was a bit cool. A Californian high school football team went all season only scoring 2 offensive touchdowns and still refused to play their backup quarterback. That backup quarterback was Tom Brady.
So that was at the Wolverines.
Is that Junipero Serra High School?
Oh, high school. Sorry, I thought that was
Yeah.
in college.
So the
Sorry.
California high school team that wouldn't play Tom Brady was his own Junipero Serra High School freshman team in San Mateo, where his coaches refused to start him as a quarterback. As a freshman, Brady sat as the backup and barely got on the field for a 0-8 team. He finally got his chance to play the next year on the junior varsity squad when the starting quarterback quit to focus on basketball. So that's the only reason he got it.
Oh, you know, I love stories like that.
Isn't that
It's like
amazing?
the guy that turned down the Beatles.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's a guy that told the Beatles they'd never make it, and then yeah, that guy, yeah.
So how's his high school coach going? Yeah, well,
Imagine the bloke that was the number one the year before. What do you reckon he's doing now?
well basketball. Yeah, might be Jalen Brunson.
LeBron James.
Same age.
What a fucking failure.
Yeah, so, that's it. But I don't know. Yeah, but I do love stories like that when they come through.
They don't give up.
because he was late. He was a late draft pick as well.
Yeah.
100 and something. Wasn't
Yeah,
he? It was
I think
late,
so.
late.
Yeah. So
Wasn't Jordan also cut from his high school basketball team or something?
yeah,
like that?
there's a story about that where he just didn't make his basketball.
Yeah.
So then he had to work a whole year without playing a game.
Yep.
And then come back, and then he was
Well, he's another one as well. Jordan went number 3 in
Yeah.
the draft, so he wasn't number 1.
Andrew Bogut, he was cut from his high school basketball team or
Was
his
he really?
junior basketball
Was he
team.
really? Yeah. Number 1 draft pick.
Yeah.
NBA champion, no?
Yep.
Is he our first ever Australian number 1 draft pick?
Pretty certain.
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
Yes, first number 1.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Ben
'Cause
Simmons.
No,
was
yeah, so he's the only one.
Yeah.
the only decent one. Yeah.
Simmons talking about making a comeback. He wants to play for the Boomers in 28.
Are you going to let him back, Baron?
Talking about playing.
If he plays, mate, I'm happy for that. Like, that's what we've been
You
asking
actually have
from
to
him.
play some fucking basketball
Yeah,
to do
but
that,
that's what
though.
we've actually been asking
some
him to do.
ability,
though.
that bloke.
What's he going to do, though? Is he going to head to Europe, or is he going to try again for a minimum
I
deal or
think they were
something?
talking
Or...
about NBL.
Oh, really? He's far
Jackies.
from finished the NBA, though, if he showed some fucking interest.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Jackies.
He's very hard to figure
Bring him
out.
down to the Jackies.
Ooh,
They
bring him
wouldn't
down
have
with
the
Taron.
budget.
I'd
but,
get behind him then.
Would you?
If he come down to the
Who would
come
have the
down to
budget
Jackies.
for him? He came off a max contract in the NBA.
Oh, I know, but his last
But,
deal
yeah,
with the
that's
Clippers,
true.
he would have been on vet, 1.2 or something,
Yeah,
probably.
he
Like, not
wasn't-
that it's a fucking pitting.
Yeah.
1.2. We'll
Battler.
get out of it.
Good Aussie battler.
Slow Tuesday.
One other mention, we've had another follower or an allower that has followed
Oh,
the
have we?
pod.
Big one.
Damien Schumann. Have you gentlemen ever heard of Damien Schumann?
Yeah, Commonwealth Games.
Bloody
gold
oath.
medalist.
Commonwealth Games gold medalist, absolutely. Beach volleyball. So he's joined the Barron Files family.
What a legend.
So welcome
Good on him.
aboard,
Love him.
Damien.
Welcome aboard.
Good Aussie.
We love to have gold medalists in our...
Yeah, we do.
Yeah,
We're big on winners.
Yeah, we are. Yep.
I'd love
Yep.
to. I love the beach volleyball too. I really enjoyed it.
Probably prefer the women's one.
Yeah.
Personally.
I'm still recovering from a very serious wrist injury, actually, from when the Olympics was on. Left and right hand. I was in Barney.
This is the sports section.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it has been a bit lowbrow this evening, hasn't it? I'll tidy you up a bit. Fuck, I'm going to get hide when I get home. Hey!
Would you give me a top
8.
8. Cannot believe you've bought us an 8, mate.
Nah, well, there's a reason.
What's the reason?
Because
It's gonna be fucked.
there's only 8 teams that are in it.
Right.
Yes.
Super 8s, is it? Or no?
World Cup winners. Soccer World Cup winners.
Soccer World Cup winners.
Soccer World Cup winners.
Oh.
In order of 1 to 8.
This is unfair.
In order of one
I
most.
reckon you could...
I reckon it starts at Brazil.
I'll give
We'll,
you that
go,
one.
we'll give him that one. So that is one
That was
to
like
Happy.
2000
That is
and-
number...
what was it? 92? No. When did they win that?
Brazil
all right, that is
won
Brazil is number 1 with
2002.
the most.
2002, yeah.
Brazil's won the most.
with 5.
With 5, Crent. Yes, correct. So that's one to Happy.
Italy have won.
58, 62, 70, 94 and 2002.
Yeah. Lost 98 to France. In France.
Okay. Rain Man. All right. You're going to go with Italy?
Italy have won 3, I'm pretty sure, but I don't think that's second.
You can just pick teams if you want. I'll tell you where
the
they
Netherlands,
land.
the Netherlands won recently, but they wouldn't have won many, would they? Or did they not win
Just
recently?
trying to think when they. No, Spain rolled them in 2000. And Germany won. Germany?
Germany's number 2.
Yeah.
With
4.
4. So that's Crent.
Then can I go again? Or?
How many have England won? I'll say England.
You say England. England's on the list. So they've won 1.
So they're 8th.
So they're 7th. Oh, well, yep, equal 7th.
Spain?
Spain has won 1. So
What?
they are equal 7th. 7th and 8th.
France.
Those 2.
Hey,
Hang
Craig,
on. We go back
what's
to this
going on
bloke.
here?
Sorry.
Your turn.
Get excited.
Hang on, I wonder what he's going to say now.
France.
No. Yeah. Yes, France have won 2.
Actually, I'm going to fucking write these down.
France have 2. So far you got Brazil, Germany, France, England, Spain.
Italy.
3 remaining. Crent, your turn. Oh. Surely he's not that low that he's going to steal your answer.
Don't cry for me, Argentina.
Argentina.
Yes, they have, yes.
They've won 3.
They won the last
Italy.
one.
Italy. Heffy's picked 4 out of the 8.
I said Italy.
They've won 4. No, you didn't say it as your
Oh, it's my
guess.
turn.
You were holding out. So that leaves
That's
1.
8.
That's 7.
That's 8.
Are we going to argue about this, are we?
I've got France twice. Apologies.
Oh, sorry, it is 8 then.
Comfortably 8.
1 left that have won 2. So they've actually won more than England and Spain, equal with France. This was a bit of a tougher one. I only learned
not
this
Portugal,
the last
is it?
6 months.
No.
No.
I should know this.
Oh, do you
Oh,
know-
Uruguay.
Uruguay, very good, Grant.
Oh, yes, I saw. Do you know?
You
I
are gay, as Homer Simpson would say.
I actually saw that list during the week. I saw a list of World
right.
Cup winners, but I didn't know.
So I thought it is
Yeah.
tough if you're listening to them in order, but you could usually pick half of those, wouldn't you? That are
Yeah,
likely
Yeah,
to
if
have
you got a
won
bit of an
something.
idea of sport. Yeah.
It's a tiebreaker. Can anyone name the one player that has won 3 World Cups? Take turns. They're a well-known soccer player.
Was it Ronaldinho?
Yeah,
Nope.
that's what I was
Nope.
going to. I thought I was going to say, but I couldn't think of his name.
Nope. So your turn.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm going to pass. I don't know it.
Pele.
Pele.
I wouldn't
Very
have
good,
got
Grant.
that.
Very good.
Where's he from?
Brazil.
Yeah.
One of the all-time greats. Him, Maradona, Ronaldo and Messi, they sort of say the Mount Rushmore of soccer generally.
Ronaldinho was pretty good though, wasn't he?
Incredible. Yeah. And lived a fucking good life.
And was there
Very
another?
party
Was there
boy
another guy,
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo,
You're
that
thinking
played
of?
from
Yeah, Ronaldo Nazario.
from Brazil?
Yeah, he was the striker.
So
Yeah.
it used to throw me out too, Ronaldo, when they'd say Ronaldo, and obviously Cristiano Ronaldo. But Ronaldo was sort of known as just Ronaldo.
That
Like
was the
sure, wasn't he?
yeah,
Like
100%.
Madonna,
Yeah,
like just
yeah,
the
yeah.
one name
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
thing. That,
Well, Ronaldinho, he was actually because
Before Ronaldinho, wasn't he?
No, Ronaldinho. He's the name. His name was also Ronaldo, but Ronaldinho basically means little Ronaldo or Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's right.
Because they already had a Ronaldo. Or fuck it, you're Ronaldinho.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. So Ronaldinho had long hair.
Yeah.
And Ronaldo had the shaved hair with a
Shaved
little
head.
triangle on the.
That was the
And the buck
2002 World Cup. He ran that one.
yeah,
but-
yeah,
yeah. Ronaldinho had the buck teeth.
Yeah, Ronaldinho had the buck teeth.
But lived a great. Some of the stories you hear about him partying like on the piss, late night, 5 a.m. roll in, play that day, and just
That's how you do it.
Oh, incredible! Yeah,
I think I've held my own there.
that was
That was
very
good.
impressive.
No,
Well done.
Never doubted you there.
No, very impressive. Still a loss, but good effort.
How we going? We winding her up?
I think that's it for sport.
That's it. Thank God.
All right.
Baron sick of me.
Righto! Thanks for listening to Crent's Crappy Sports Section episode.
131.
Excellent, Crent.
Boom.
Don't forget to go and follow us on our YouTube. That's where our full episodes are now up on YouTube. So go and watch there. And obviously clips on our YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and all the usual places. But the old Patreon has, we've just set it aside for now. Righto. Love you all.
Bang.
Goodbye.